Hi, hoes. It's late nights with Oko and Coco.
Oh, my.
Oh, man. So, like, the ways, like, sometimes you really be coming in clutchy, clutch. Like,
Yeah.
Oko's coming up to the studio to shoot the show, and I had lunch, and I'm just a big child with a credit card, and obviously the lunch I got myself, I had gotten grease stains all over my hoodie,
Yeah.
and Oko came with a bag of clothing that he no longer wants in his closet.
True.
And now they're going into my closet, to
True.
which I will happily make room for them.
I come through for you.
You do.
I do.
You do. Before we get started on some clothes, let's roll that intro, because we love that song. It's late nights, got me acting up.
Yo, these late nights got me acting a fool. I stepped in on Vavoom, like in the way that I move. I ain't play around with fools.
No, really though, I do fucking love that song. But no, I do not buy clothing.
You don't.
And really have never been a person to buy clothing.
Right.
It's not in my budget. I've been thrifting since before thrifting was cool.
It's in your budget.
No, not really. I have to spend money on other things like
Okay.
cameras and subscriptions for.
You make money,
for
honey.
things.
Though. You ain't broke.
I do okay. I do all right sometimes.
Yeah, you good right now. You
I'm
can
doing-
buy. You could go to Guess.
I'm doing all right. I'm
You
doing.
could go to Gap, please.
But I'm not like a.
You could go to Ross for sure. Dress for less, nigga.
I am not a shopper.
Well, now that's
It's
true.
I'm not a shopper. I'm not a mall person. Like it just doesn't. It really does not do it for me. And so
Malls are going out of business.
malls are going out of business. I was just in some mall. There's this mall in Koreatown that is so big and so empty, and I was like, this would be such nice apartments.
Well, don't be the gentrifier.
They would be such nice
Yeah,
apartments.
but it's somebody. It's probably some store in there that's been there since '86.
No, but there's a bunch of shit that's in there that's just empty. And I'm not even saying that the stores that are in there should go. Maybe they should. I don't know. But like, if your store, I mean, it's what is it? Capitalism. If you don't have an idea that's working, it ain't gonna work. It's gonna fail.
Well, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like if your idea is not like keeping up to par. Okay, so we're drinking Cayman Jack margaritas.
You see, I brought you two and one. I got one.
Oh,
you can
you
give
brought
one
me
to
two.
Twan.
You're so sweet.
Do
No,
something.
I'm gonna drink both of them.
Something.
Fuck Twan.
Don't please.
Okay, for the ASMR girls. Ooh la la.
Oh boy.
You almost did it.
Nice.
Cheers.
Cheers. Let's see how this tastes. I don't know what this is. I just bought it from the store.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Try these. I think you would like these. So,
Buffalo chicken dip. Ooh.
so our friend Nicole and I went to see Shaka Khan this weekend.
Yes, I was supposed to go to see Shaka Khan this
Talk to
weekend.
Nicole. Don't say nothing
Nicole,
to me.
that's crazy how you were like, oh, I got Shaka Khan tickets. Didn't get me one. I was like, okay, word. I was like, how much were they? She's like, $20. I'm like, and you did not get me one. Wow, even crazier. Okay, word.
That's funny.
And so then I send this bitch $20 so she could get me one, and then she ain't even get me one. And I FaceTime Oko, checking to see what he's doing on Friday night.
right.
And he's fucking,
On my
he's like,
way.
oh, on his way, I'm on my way to go see Shaka Khan. I'm like, y'all niggas is tripping. Wildin',
And the first
trifling,
thing
all
she
those words.
said when we got there was, she said, so Kory called me and gave me $20. She said, I bought something else with it.
Right. So I sent this bitch $20 to get me a ticket to go see Shaka Khan.
Right.
She gets something else with it.
Because she was in the store, she said, when you called her.
Then she called me to be like, oh, will you dye my locks blonde? Wild. Insane.
Oh, she's done this
disrespect.
since
Yes!
Shaka Khan? That's hilarious.
Yes.
That is so funny.
Yes. She was supposed to do it, was it yesterday? Yesterday we were supposed to do it, and then she didn't even show up. We were supposed to do it at 9 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, she calls me in the bed. No. Are we still, is it too late? Yes, bitch, it is.
Oh, last night?
Yeah, yesterday was yesterday morning.
Oh, in the morning?
In the morning. You know I'm a morning person.
Yeah, that's true. You would do good on Nicole. Well, remember, you had been saying for years that you would do mine. I'm fine.
I would.
Yeah, but I'm good. I want you to try it, though.
Okay.
So, yeah, I brought snacks, good snacks.
Good
and Nicole,
snacks.
enjoyed. As you can tell, we
Right.
ate most of it.
Right. Right.
God, it's good.
Chicken dip. Let's see. And you brought this into the concert?
Wait, remember, you haven't been. Hollywood Bowl, you can bring snacks and booze.
I've been to Hollywood Bowl.
You have?
What's wrong with Dave Chappelle?
Yeah, you did. You just didn't bring. You can bring anything.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Yeah, but I felt like you would like that.
That is pretty good.
Yeah, that's like your type of thing.
Wow. Salty, a little spicy.
A little spicy, you like a little hot wing sauce.
I love
That's
all
one of your
that.
favorite things.
Yeah.
You love a saucy wing.
Oh, I love a saucy wing.
You do?
I got some wings today. I was at the other studio in Culver
Yeah,
City, and there's a spot called Kickin Fish and Chicken. Real niggery.
Yeah, no, I've heard of this.
In Hawthorne. Hawthorne right by the airport.
Oh, I wonder did they move?
Kickin Fish and Chicken.
Kickin Chicken, what now?
Kickin Fish and Chicken.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm thinking of, it used to be a place in Culver City, but right off of Venice Boulevard called Smitty's Fish and Chicken. And they had the best fried fish and chicken.
The fried fish
And it was
okay.
always dark meat. You would have loved it. So it was never like bone, but it was that pieces. Mm-hmm. Kind of similar to your dinner on Sunday. Your chicken parmesan.
Oh, I did make chicken parm.
Yeah.
What that was with chicken thighs.
No,
though.
but that's pretty much what they were serving at Smitty's.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
that
I
was
never
fun.
saw like anything else.
I had a nice time on dinner on Sunday, actually. I'm
was
having
nice.
Twan's back.
Yes, Twan. Yes, your friend.
Yeah, my friend Twan has moved back into town and is now staying with me. So I have a new dog and a new roommate.
You do have a new dog. Good old Remy.
Remy. We've
I
had
like
Remy.
Remy.
We've had Remy for like 5-6 weeks.
When I saw Remy the other week, I felt like Remy was a little like, because I'm not new to dogs. I have a business with dogs, so I'm familiar with them.
Right.
And when I first met her, it's like an introduction. Dogs need to like meet you one time and see if they like you, but usually when you see them again, they don't forget the first time.
Right.
And Remy let me know that she liked me the first time because she was my friend on Sunday. I really enjoyed her Sunday. I thought she was very sweet.
Right.
She's
smart.
She's smart. She loves you. I like when dogs love their owners. I'm a judgmental person like that.
Right.
Like when a dog don't like their owner, I judge that shit. That's like a parent and they children. But no, she's and very, very cute.
Oh, she's cute as shit.
Yeah, very and stocky.
Yeah.
I mean, she's kind of heavy. She said these hips don't lie, honey.
That's it. She grown. She 8
And
months
she's
old.
not
She's
grown.
8 months old.
Right.
She's 8 months old. She's not grown.
All right.
But I love her. I didn't realize how much I love her. I do.
I knew you would. I mean, you have the capacity. Oh,
I do have the capacity for love. I am not so cold-hearted.
Yeah, I'd wonder how it would go, but no. You do have the capacity. All right, so we have a
If
lot.
I didn't like the dog, I would have taken it back.
Huh?
If I didn't like the dog, I would have took it back.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, versus like, have an unhappy relationship with the dog.
Well, I think that's fair, especially if it's somebody that could be nicer to her or treat her
Right.
better. Yeah, I don't think that what would be the point in keeping a dog that you just don't gel with.
Right. Or,
People do that. I've known people to have dogs where they keep the dog and they realize it's just not working and they give it to someone else. That's a thing, and I think that's a caring act too. Actually, if that was to happen, I think that's a reason to do that.
yeah.
Yeah, ain't no reason to keeping a dog that you just don't rock with.
Dogs
Don't
are
take it to
expensive.
the shelter, but take it to call somebody.
Dogs are expensive.
Shelters are oof. All right, we are in an
One of these weeks,
election season.
Maybe one of these weeks we'll do an expose on shelters in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
Dun,
that'd
dun,
be
dun.
harsh. So before we get into a lot of politics shit, we got some other shit to do. Let's do this. Am I wrong? Okay, questions. I want to ask this to you.
Okay.
I know this answer, but okay. Okay, do you put lotion on every day?
No.
Thought so.
Actually, when I was in, I'm going to tell this story. Okay, one time when I was 15,
I think you've told this story.
14, I didn't lotion my legs for like a summer.
You told this story.
On the podcast?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think when your cousin was here.
Yeah. So I didn't lotion my legs for like a good summer. And then it actually turned into me not lotioning my legs for like a year.
Right.
And so, no, I don't lotion every day.
Look at your phone. How many unread text messages do you have right now?
How many unread text messages?
Yeah.
How many do you think I have?
You.
Yeah.
How many do I think you have?
How many do you think I have?
No more than 40.
352.
Wow, I didn't think you would do that.
352.
Well, we're in good company because I'm not far.
Right.
I'm 257.
Right.
Yeah.
I get text messages every fucking day, all day from people.
Yeah, I don't reply. Sometimes
Hoes in my inbox.
Huh?
Hoes and stuff, you know?
Yeah, mine ain't hoes. They done lost my number. It's been a while. Mine are
Nah,
shit.
the hoes still got my number. My
Yeah,
number
no,
ain't
I don't
changed.
talk to
Call
them.
me.
Yeah, no, I don't talk. But, so they've lost. It's been so low. This pussy's circa 90. It's been on the shelf for like 4 years, but
Mine's been on for like a couple minutes,
oh, child.
couple hours.
You lies. One last question before am I wrong? Okay, pick one. Would you rather $1 million every 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
2, no bills ever, or 3, $100,000 every month?
$100,000 every month.
Why?
Because I can do basic math.
Okay,
$100,000
I can't.
every month is $1.2 million a year
Well, you can do basic math.
versus $1 million every 3 years. I mean, I would have taken that, I guess, if there wasn't an option to get $1.2 million a year.
Yeah, I don't have that many bills, so I don't know number 2. I would have never picked number 2.
Not having no bills. I mean, yeah, my bills might be like $30,000 a year, $40,000 a year. But I'll take the $1 million. I'll take the $100,000 a month.
Take the 100,000. I think I would take. I hadn't thought of it like that because I'm not good at math, and Whitney Houston taught me math. You know, she taught me
not
math.
right, but it's
yeah,
okay.
She did. She said if 6 of y'all went out, then 4 of you were really cheap. Only 2 of you had dinner. I found your credit card receipt. That's what Whitney said.
She
But she said you bitches do not know math. I was 8 years old, and I vividly remember thinking, like, come on, Whitney.
I don't remember if I was like just like a young when I heard that song for the first time. I thought
You
to
weren't
myself,
8. It had just came out when I was 8.
when I heard that song for the first time and put those lyrics
You've told me this
together,
before. Go say it on the show.
I thought to myself, you wouldn't stick this with me. I didn't pay for all these niggas. This like my lie. I could have been out with that bitch and told you I was out with 6 other niggas. That lie, that receipt is not undoing that lie. And I'll write that shit down. I'll be feeling stupid at the end of that conversation.
A gaslighter.
I will have you feeling.
gaslighter,
I have
honey.
you looking stupid as fuck.
What's funny about that is
I paid for Jimmy because Jimmy have his damn credit card. Why you open my goddamn business? Baby, if we don't got trust, how we gonna have
also,
love?
it's funny because in 1998, how much did Whitney look at the credit card receipt and know it was 2 people?
Period.
That's funny.
The math is not mathing.
It's funny. It was
Whitney,
great.
your rich ass, you ain't been to the bank since 1982. And you try to tell me about this $30 discrepancy between the Outback bill. No, I don't think so.
You said you was with one of your friends down on 54th Street. Boy.
I was with Jimmy down on 54th Street.
God rest in peace, Whitney. Oh boy, I loved her so much as a kid.
It's not right.
She kind of taught me that I was gay because I didn't like Whitney sexually, but I thought she was like, I can't even explain like as a kid what I thought she was. Because she didn't look like everyday black women. She was a movie star. She was in Waiting to Exhale. She had done The Bodyguard.
Everyday black women, you mean like everyday black women or like everyday other black female pop stars at the time?
No. I mean like in my life. She didn't look like, my mom and them wasn't getting judged up like Whitney.
Yeah.
They were cute. Mm-hmm. Wearing all the cute little pixie cuts of the 90s. They were country hood.
In voguing.
In voguing, and you know, the hood always eventually like lays the blueprint for style. They were stylish, but it was something glamorous about Whitney that kind of set her up there. Like, it was like, whoa. So I kind of hold her into real high esteem. All right. Am I wrong? This one is interesting, but we'll see. Okay.
Probably wrong.
Probably. For
Good extent
context.
of these bitches being wrong.
So this person started out with, for context, you know something's going on.
Maybe Oko just likes messy shit.
That one last week was good.
Go ahead.
That one was good last week. For context, over the summer, I'm staying at my aunt's house to help out with her kids. She has 2 kids who turned 3 in March.
Oh my God.
And the other is 1. Jesus.
Sounds awful.
My problem lies with the 3-year-old needs to use the restroom. I normally take off his pants and he goes to the toilet himself. He has a bad habit of touching his thing, and by thing she means penis, because obviously she had it in parentheses. I don't know why she won't say that. When he goes to the bathroom and with the same...
His wee-wee, his Williker, his Johnson, his Pecker,
right,
his trombone, his slider, his Toodaloo, his toothpick.
Toodaloo?
Yeah, his banjo stick.
You know, Toodaloo is a form of goodbye, too.
I do.
That's funny. He has a bad habit of touching it when he goes to the bathroom, and with the same hand, he touches everything, including the doorknobs and the toilet handle. I'm grossed out by it. And when I go to clean him, he reaches out to grab me, but I tell him, do not touch me. I do help him wash his hands, however. When I'm finished, he goes back to touching his thing. The same thing happens when I put his pants on for him. He tries to hold me, and I tell him not to. My aunt noticed this behavior and screamed at me for being inconsiderate and not giving her child support. Am I in the wrong?
Yes.
Should I be more okay with him holding on to me?
What is wrong with her? They're always wrong. This is so wrong. You're like, it's like, first of all, he's a 3-year-old who touched his dick in the bathroom, which is normal.
And bitch, you suck dick.
And then also, every other man is touching his dick in the bathroom.
All the time.
And half of them aren't washing their hands when they go. They're touching the doorknobs. They're doing this anyway, if you didn't know, lady. So he's just a man. A little man. But yeah, you're wrong. What's wrong with you? Wash your hands.
Listen, honey, it's old bitches. I mean, it literally is old bitches that, old men that touch their dick all the day, like all the time, like you said.
All the time.
So I don't really know what she's trying to get at.
All the time.
I think that she, this woman is, I wouldn't have her around my kids.
Right.
That's just the bottom line. Your auntie need to fire you.
Yeah, because I'm like, you took a 3-year-old to the bathroom and you mad that he touched his dick, and then you, like, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand.
Also,
how old is she?
She didn't say. She sounds young.
She must be.
Because when she said the aunt would scream at her.
Because you ain't screaming at no grown up.
No, and you don't, like your aunt ain't quite talking to you like that. So I think she may be young.
Yeah, if you like 16, 17, that would make sense for you to be maybe thinking this way.
Right.
And to be getting screamed at, because ain't nobody screaming at me for your kid. If I want to do no shit with the kid, you walk your kid into the bathroom, I'm going to the strip club. Fuck, I'm grown. I don't got no kids.
My lord today.
I'm going to go rip poppers and smoke some weed at the strip club, driving real fast on my way there.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
Come on, Jehovah.
Have fun with your kid.
Please.
Over the fuck there.
Have fun with your kids.
I hate children.
So Mariah Carey, The Emancipation of Mimi, has now surpassed 1 billion streams on Spotify.
I mean, that's an album. Gotta shake it off.
Which I thought was just a very good, a good thing. Like, that's a lot of streams for a song that predates Spotify.
Not a song, an album.
Oh, right. The Emancipation of Mimi. Yes, the album. Let me tell you, I so think of We Belong Together. That when I think of the Emancipation of Mimi, and she has some B cuts on there that I loved at 16 years old, but when I think of it, I always just immediately think of that.
Don't talk to me on the phone till the sun comes up.
We also talked about this, and I want to I like to let our people know. You know, someone said to me that they learn on this show. Someone else told me that they hear things and facts that they didn't know.
Okay.
And that makes me, who take a lot of pride in this shit, let me know that I am writing the right shit.
Yes, you are writing the right shit.
Or telling people something.
Because I'm not writing shit.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
But you're fine.
I write the descriptions. I come up with the titles usually too.
Yeah, you do all that. Yeah. So we talked about this a couple weeks ago, but it's been confirmed it isn't Adele who's going to American Idol.
Let me guess.
Yeah, a country singer. Guess who?
Shania Twain.
I love Shania. It is not Shania. How old do you think Shania is now? She must be like 55 or something. Yeah. I love Shania Twain. Shania said that Beyonce recently wrote, I love when you do this because this is great. It jarred my memory. Shania recently, I wouldn't have talked about this on the show. Shania, what is her name?
Shania Twain.
Shania, I'm going to say Shamika. Shamika Black.
Hey, Shamika. Shout out to Shamika. You don't watch the show, but shout out to me, Mix.
Let's give us something to talk about. Shania, that is Shania, right?
Shania
Let's give him
Twain.
something to talk about.
Oh, I don't know.
I think that's her big hit.
Oh,
How About Love? Yeah, that was her. Shania Twain recently said that Beyonce sent her a letter in roses recently, basically saying to her that the whole Cowboy Carter she inspired. She said that she had her in mind and that she was a fan of her music and that when she was making Cowboy Carter, she was thinking of, at times, of Shania Twain.
Oh.
And Shania, who have not had a hit in years, who many have not seen, or generations, like a Gen Z may not even know who Shania Twain is.
Years and years and years.
I'm sure that made her feel good. But back to guessing, who do you think? Not Shania, a country singer. And a woman.
Obviously. Probably one of the country singers who came off of American Idol. So probably Carrie Underwood.
Ding, ding, ding.
Right.
Yeah, it was announced today that Carrie Underwood would be replacing Katy Perry as a judge on the next season of American Idol.
At least they got some bitches who can sing.
She can sing. I
Carrie
like her
Underwood can
voice.
sing.
I like her voice.
I don't think of Katy Perry as a singer.
No, she's not. And especially not like good old Miss Jesus Take the Wheel.
No, Carrie can sing.
Yeah, I don't think, well,
His last name is that her? I don't even know his last name. Carrie Underwood?
that might be her. It's also Jesus Take the Wheel. That was her big one.
I don't know that song.
Take it from my hand. You know Jesus Take the Wheel.
Sometimes when Oko covers songs, you can't tell what he's singing.
Okay.
Sometimes you just can't tell. Now, I might not know the song, but I could not tell from that rendition.
All right, that's fair.
Write in the comments and tell us if you could tell the song that Oko was singing from the rendition.
Well, they probably know Jesus Take the Wheel. Our fans like that type of white people that sing that type of songs.
I have no idea the song that you were talking about. Jesus Take the Wheel. It does sound very like Kelly Pricey.
Yeah, but it's Carrie Underwood.
Carrie Underwood.
Kelly Price. As we lay, honey. Oh, that's funny. That is funny.
I got jokes.
But what's her name? So Carrie Underwood. Yeah, so she will be there. So she'll be sitting next to Lionel and some white man. I don't know who that is. Luke Perry.
The country guy?
Yeah, Luke Cage.
Luke
something.
Bryan?
Luke Bryan. I've never heard his songs. I have no desire to.
I probably
bless
have
him.
heard a song or two. I don't know though. Can't say. I tried to do a country song for TikTok and Instagram the other day, and when I tell you the algorithm snuffed it, and they snuffed it hard. And I don't know why, and I thought it was pretty good. And it didn't have any bad words in it, and it was interesting. I thought it was cute. It was shot well. I shot it in Vegas. Sounded good. They were like, no. You can sing the pop songs. You can't go singing the white boy songs. That's too much of it. That's too. You're infringing.
You do well with the white girl songs.
Right. So I thought the white boy song worked too. It did not.
It did not.
It did not.
Boneless chicken. Do you eat boneless chicken?
Preferably not, but I will eat some chicken. You know, I fucks up some chicken.
Right. Yeah, and don't invite me when you want to make boneless chicken because I like a bone in chicken.
Oh, I like bone in
I know you
chicken.
do. I know that.
Because I don't like cooking stuff that like requires a lot of like watching.
Right.
I don't want to sit and stir.
And you don't really like chicken breast, do you?
No.
No, that's why. I mean, so here's the thing. So at your dinner,
I don't like dry food.
right? I've learned with friends that we learn when you have a friendship that you've known in a while, you learn each other. Even if it's unconscious. Like sometimes I know things about you that that are not pronounced.
Sure.
Like I knew you would like that dip. It's like you made pickles.
Right.
During dinner, and you knew that I would like that taste. There are
Right.
certain things about friends, and I remember when we were sitting down with your garlic parmesan, and I said to Tiffany that it was dark meat. She was like, "I think it's chicken breast." I said, "Kory, he's not making no chicken breast."
The fucking
Because I know that. But I've also had a lot of before you
definitely
moved
wasn't.
across town. I had a lot of dinners with you,
Right.
so I did know that.
Yeah, I don't buy chicken breast. Only if it's on sale, I guess.
Yeah, I don't even want it. No
If
parts
it's
of
on
it.
sale, I guess I'll buy it.
It's too dry. I'm not interested. I don't want white meat.
I'm not a... I can... Well, chicken breast, you can make like...
Is wing considered white? I think so. Because
Is
they
a
usually
wing
give
considered
they usually
white
give you
meat?
a breast and a wing if you say like you want like if you go to Popeyes and say white
I
meat.
think maybe a wing.
I
is
do
considered
love a
white
wing.
meat. Oh, I love a wing.
Yeah, I like a wing.
I bought 20 wings today, 24 wings.
From the Harrows.
Yeah, no, at Kickin
Chicken Kitchen. Whatever. Chicken Kitchen.
Kickin Fish and Chicken.
Okay.
$20. It was dollar full wing Wednesdays.
Dollar full. That's
Dollar-
so niggery.
Dollar wing
Yeah, I
Wednesday.
love that shit. I
Dollar
would
wing
eat
Wednesday
that.
for the full wing. I got 20 wings for like
you ate 'em all?
$21. No, I got them to
Share
yeah.
for here or for you and your for you and Twan.
For me and Twan, but I'll give you some on the way.
I'm asking for your chicken chop.
Oh, well, no, I didn't
eat
bring
your
them in
stick
here.
here. No. So back to boneless chicken because I asked it for a reason. So a boneless chicken wing.
Do you want some chicken?
Now
I feel bad.
No. 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 Okay, you know I get distracted. A boneless chicken wing with bones is still a boneless chicken wing, according to a Ohio court. Now, this went all the way to the Ohio Supreme Court.
But Ohio is a bumfucky place where people don't think sideways.
Okay. So I'll break it down. A man who ate boneless wings in 2016 sued an Ohio restaurant after ingesting a 2-inch bone that tore his esophagus.
Oh, yeah.
His case made it to the state Supreme Court where the judges in a 4-3 decision this week said that he should have expected the possibility that the boneless chicken would have a bone in it. The man say he felt something go down the wrong pipe when he took a bite of the dish. And he said he immediately, and it was also boneless, it was being on the menu called boneless wings tossed in Parmesan and garlic.
Right.
He said he went to the bathroom after it went down the wrong pipe. He tried and failed to throw up. It didn't work. He said that he later came down with a fever and went to the emergency room the next day. The chicken bone had been like embedded in his esophagus, and he had to have, and then he got an infection, and he then had to have surgery.
Damn.
But the judges, in their decision, said that suppliers are not and should not be held responsible for natural things or natural, this is what they call it, natural foreign objects being in chicken. Consumers should be aware that it is possible for certain foods to have such items.
I don't see that sticking. 'Cause that's stupid. But I don't think people necessarily will agree with that either. That's
but it's the Supreme Court. Where is this going?
The state.
Yeah, you
Supreme
think it's going
Court.
to up there with them crackers in DC? I think Clarence Thomas he don't give a shit, and you know he like chicken.
Nah,
You can
because
choke too.
in my brain, America loves to sue stuff. And if you
Yeah,
say,
they're litigious.
They love to sue. They love to sue. So you're not gonna tell me that the shit don't got bones in it. That's like if you tell me that it don't have dairy in it, and then I eat it, and I have a dairy allergy, and then I die. I'm gonna sue you, even though it's something that traditionally might have dairy in it. If you sell it to me and you tell me that it does not have dairy, and then I die, and then I sue you, that lawsuit's going through.
But let me go. You finished? I'm gonna go. I want to go another angle with this. Yeah. I think what they're saying, and it does make sense. Okay, let's say it is boneless. There is a possibility that the human eye or the machine that's taking boneless out of a chicken with the bone may miss something.
Sure.
And that's what they're saying. They're saying that don't fucking think that you may not get a little bit of bone, bitch.
Yeah, I get it.
So, I mean, I think that maybe that ruling stands. It's like, you guys got to be careful if you go out there and you think you... And also, don't just swallow chicken.
Yeah, I mean, but between them,
what the fuck are you doing?
The robot's ripping it off, but there should be someone sifting through to make sure there's no bones, and the dude who cooked it should be sifting through to make sure there's no bones in it, and then him himself should have also been sifting through.
But if it's a whole piece, that person cooking is just seasoning, right?
Well, kind of, but like you're paying attention to the food and food quality. That's like a part of your job when you're cooking food. That's
pretty shitty though, to be eating Parmesan boneless only to get an infection and a fucked up esophagus.
I mean, yeah, but like that's what you get. I don't want to say that's what you get for ordering boneless wings, but I want a bone, and that's kind of what you get for ordering boneless wings, my nigga. You stop ordering pussy shit.
Kinda.
I want the dead thing in it.
That is funny.
I want the dead thing in it. What were you up to this week? What did you do this week? Anything fun?
Not really. I had dinner with you, and then I've been home, kind of. I didn't have any dog sitting. I have some later this weekend. So I was home.
Right.
I spent the day and yesterday preparing for the show. I also am excited about the political season that we're in.
How's your love life going?
My love life?
Yeah.
I don't have one.
You're not talking to no niggas?
No.
No wide noses in your inbox? Trying to smash?
Well, they may be in my inbox, but I'm not talking to any of them. You know, I am at a place. You know, I ain't saying much on this damn podcast.
Right.
I am honestly at a place where, like, it's similar to like when I got hacked on Instagram. So here's the thing that kind of I've learned that I do this. So I go through like stages of like separation with men, with things, with people, with friends for sure. Where like the first couple weeks it may be, oh, I miss this person, or this man ain't calling me, or I miss Instagram. And then I go through a phase of like, should I reach out?
Right.
Or should I make another account? And then, and this is really tough with real life relationships, Then I get to the point of not giving a shit.
Right.
And when I don't give a shit, it's usually no return.
Right.
So
That's how you feel about Instagram right now?
for Instagram, and I think even men, like one come, he come. If not, he's not. And any friend that I realized I didn't like, if I really don't like him now, I'm like, okay, bye.
Right.
Bye.
Right.
Good to see you. So no, I'm fine. I'm good. How about yourself?
My love life is kind of in a stalled urgency shamble.
No.
Stalled urgent.
That's a lot. Urgent and stalled?
Shambles, yeah.
Gosh, a conundrum.
A stalled urgent shamble.
My Lord.
Like nothing's happening. But like,
What's the urgent part, though?
I want something to be happening.
Okay. Okay.
That's the
And
urgent.
what's the shambles?
Nothing's happening. Oh, and I'm like kind of just like, I'm kind of like, I really like someone who like I shouldn't like that much. I like someone who I really like. I wish that it wasn't how I felt.
Because the person is not nice?
No, they're great.
But why should you not feel that? Because is it not reciprocated?
Not really. Not
Well,
in
yeah,
not in the same way.
And this is somebody you've tried with?
It's someone who's been around for a while. Yeah.
I know you. I think I know. Yeah, you got to let that go. Yeah, you got to let it go. That's just my personal thing. You got to let it go because the thing is that you can stand on your head. You can lay your dick on the table. The truth is, I know you do, but it's still
good dick. I lay good dick on the table.
Oh, that's fine, but listen, it'll never be enough if that person don't think it is.
Right, and and they have not been, they've been only like forthcoming the entire time.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
Honesty's nice.
Right. It's not like I'm not like
no pretense. No pretense.
No.
Very fair.
Yeah, it's been very like is what it is.
So I'll imagine it's you accepting it?
I've accepted it.
Oh, okay.
I've accepted it. Like I have been dating other people.
Yeah.
And this person. And
they date other people?
I assume so. And I'm just like not running into what I like more. I'm not like shunning myself off to like Mr. or the correct one.
Right.
Mr. Right. Mrs. Right. It probably won't be Mrs., but possible.
Possible. Listen, don't listen, no limitations.
Right.
No limitations, honey.
So like, the right person, I'm not like shunning this concept. I just, every time I kind of like, someone comes up to bat, I'm like, oh, you're all right. I like this other one better though. Even if he's not an option.
Yeah, well, that's a.
But also, as age is an interesting thing, he'll become an option at some point, probably. I'm a long game type of person. We talked about doing a podcast years before we did one.
Yeah, but you also had a solid friend,
right?
That you knew you could say years ago. And I knew we something on my hair. You
I was making sure it wasn't.
Because that's all I think about. Like, wait a minute.
What's
going on back there with these damn locks?
No, I mean, even like us being solid friends. Like I was gonna make that happen too.
What?
Us being good friends.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, you're not. I'm not. I am. I agree with that. You were going to be my friend.
Right.
I could tell that. I slightly think, but I live it. I just don't look at it like that. Like I don't.
Because it's not like it's negative. It's not like I'm being hurt or like
no. Well, that's why that's why it's like.
It's actually it's only ever really nice. That's why I'm like, time is going on and I'm just kind of like falling in a little deeper each time because like, it's always just really nice.
But is this person just anti-relationship?
I think this person is just like in their head type of person.
Okay, well, they're not worth that. Not to me.
Not worth what?
Like, not worth, like, you can't be in your head and then think I'm going to stay.
I don't even know if I think is what is staying. Like, not fucking someone else, you know. Not.
What it's staying is that what you could be, what the conversation could be is that it ain't going to ever, obviously, it may not happen, therefore, close the door and be done. Because that's part of it. I mean, there's two ways to look at this. I think that, and I'm not saying that's what you have to do. I'm not saying I've never told you that. I won't say that on the podcast, and I won't even tell you that on the telephone because I don't do that. But I do think that, as I have told you about other people, some people you just got to pay no mind to because you're worth more. And I occupy from the space that the person who, even if they're making me feel good, when you make me realize that it may never be, I'm not a long game person. No, I'm going to go line up with something or hope for something that I'm not going to have that feeling.
Right.
And the idea that the person, what happens is that you get fucking basic people after, and the person who you do like company who ain't paying attention or whatever, it does make it more pronounced. I understand that, but the work of that, I think, is for us to realize, though, that just keep, even if it is a fucking basic person after a basic person, you're going to get the person that will make you feel good and also be available and want you and be equal to you.
Sure. I don't even think that, it's not that I think that won't happen.
Okay.
It's more like, okay, so I want a boyfriend, right? This situation comes with most of the things that come with a boyfriend, except for maybe the title. I'm not unable to pursue a boyfriend, the title I'm looking for, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's like, oh, I can have the fun dates, and I can have a sleepover, and we can have some fun sex, and we can do all that stuff. Well, great, cool. I don't have the title. Sure. I'm getting everything else that I want. You know? And realistically, if I had the title, and this is a big thing, actually. It's like, if I had the title right now, what would be different than what it is we're doing right now? We talk every other day, 4 or 5 times a week. We talk, text, whatever. Have maybe like a sleepover once a week, a date night. Like, what is dating someone? If I'm going to start, no, now I have a boyfriend, what does that mean? Now we talk every day? Do we stop sleeping with other people? Is that what it means? Does it mean, what does that mean?
But what is it you're looking for?
Exactly. What I'm looking for is kind of what I have, which is like someone who's
why are you acting like a friend. So it's not a negative.
It's not negative. No, it's not negative at all. It's not exactly what I want, but it's not negative. If that makes sense. And if anything, it's very in the direction of what it is that I want.
Okay.
It's very like nudging down that path versus like going down just like some completely, a different path. It is going in the direction of something that I want. Someone to hang out with, someone to spend some time with, someone to talk about your day. How'd your week go? How did today happen? Oh, you got the interview. Oh, you were working on whatever the fuck, I think that stuff is cool. I think dating is supposed to be just like your friend who you also like fucking. Mm-hmm. And so like we're friends if we like fucking, or we have those things. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's close.
Yeah.
To be 20s, late 20s.
No, I thought you said to me. Tell me, you better stop lying to these people on this telephone. What is this called? This camera?
No, he's in his late 20s. I'm 22.
Oh yeah, child, so close to 30, you can kiss it.
Me?
Yeah, you.
8 years is far.
Oh yeah, you're so full of shit.
That's close to 30.
You're so full of shit.
What do you mean?
All right, you're done. Can we go on? All right.
So, and actually, if you are interested and have some questions for us about relationships or whatever.
Ask Kory, don't ask me.
No, ask us both.
I don't want to give you guys
Uncle
advice.
will tell you to be some, hermited,
go with God.
dry-dicked.
Love yourself.
Telling you to get your wetness from some cocoa butter
Read
and
your
not
book.
from someone else. And you might
I wouldn't even say that because that's not like
he's
my
gonna
little...
tell you to get your wetness from some cocoa butter. That's where
told
you
you
get your
that.
glisten from. Huh?
I wouldn't tell you that.
That's what he's gonna tell you.
I wouldn't tell this to no one. I would do more of, as you know, I would be saying to these people, focus on yourself.
I should get a hyper clip of like you saying my pussy is for Jesus.
Yeah.
I should see how many times you've said something.
Yeah, but that's not me
along
saying
those
anything.
lines.
I'm not saying that.
That you'll recommend other people just leave their pussies for Jesus?
No. Listen, if you don't want to, don't. Mine is. Mine
is too.
Please.
What?
Your pussy's not for Jesus.
It is. Unsullied.
What do you say?
Unsullied.
Child. So you know how you always talk about the difference between New York
and Los Angeles?
and Los Angeles?
I do.
I want you to play this clip. This is 50 Cent. Let me lead it up to it. So 50 Cent was on Variety, and he's talking about the difference between New York and California. Play this clip for the people. First time I think we played a clip of 50's.
Don't trust nobody. In Hollywood, specifically, when you get there, a lot of people don't know how to say no. That's the difference between New York City and California, specifically, because New Yorkers will tell you no, and there's so many people on top of people that they'll just avoid you. Like, they don't even want your conversation. Get away from you. You know, like, you go to southern markets, they're like, hey, how you doing? Like, that hospitality thing, it doesn't exist in New York the same. In California, they don't know how to tell you no. So you talk to the person and say, yeah, let's work on this project together. It'd be fucking great, guy. And then next thing you know, the movie is actually shooting. Nobody called to tell you that you're not in the movie. But it's the truth. They don't want you to remember them as the person that they said no to when you could potentially be the next person. And then you hold it against them because they told you no. And I understand it, but I'll just say no when I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna.
I thought that was very smart.
That's an interesting way to describe it.
Yeah.
I think of LA as just full of like, LA is really full of bullshitters
Okay.
in a way that is like very interesting to me. Like, LA is a bunch of people who like lease cars and rent clothes. That's Los Angeles.
Whew.
Okay? And they don't do that in New York. It ain't like that. It's not a thing. And it's different. It's different
My
coming
Lord.
here. And, you know, and I love Los Angeles. Don't, you know, I'm not trying to just like
That was
rip
a
it.
fucking read.
I'm not trying to.
I just realized that my scarf should be over here too.
So,
That was a read.
that was biting.
You know what? That might be at 38 episodes. That might be was one of the most shocking things that you said to me.
Really?
Like the most biting, like that moment where like, because there are most things you don't really surprise me because I know your personality. That actually shocked me. All right. My Lord.
And I really, you know, LA is like LA has like this entrepreneurial spirit that like is unmatched. Like, and like down to like the permits to sell like tacos on the side of the road are very inexpensive in Los Angeles. You can't like, you know, $250 for the quarter for the year. It's really cheap to get like the proper permitting to like go make some money, you know, in LA. And like New York is not set up like that. New York is more rat racy.
I believe that.
You know, LA is like, you know, she works on Tuesdays and sells vegan dog smoothies and, you know, makes $130,000 a year. And she only works on Tuesday.
That's true.
that's LA.
That is very true.
And so that part is unmatched, I think, in very many places. But it is definitely a lot of bullshitters here in LA.
I thought what he said was very good in the sense that he hit on, because I can't speak to New York. I've never lived in New York. I've only visited.
Right.
So I don't know that. But I will say that there is this thing where LA, niggas here will tell you, I want to work with you. I have a project. Let's plan the project.
Right.
And they could literally be talking to somebody else that they're going to give it to. But they won't say that to you. You will literally be at the event or looking at the movie and you'll be like, wait a minute. I thought they told me they'll give me a call.
Right.
So I think he really hit on that this ideal of LA people don't really say, not outright, not no.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh yeah, let's do it. Let's meet up.
Let's hang.
Let's hang. So fucking fake.
Let's work together. Now, some of them, to be fair, there are movers and shakers here,
Of
and a lot
course.
of these people do get callbacks, and they make great decisions
That's why
and have great relationships.
I think in LA it's really hard to tell like what is a real legit thing versus what is like some bull ass shit.
Well, that's true.
Because
It
they
is.
both
It
be the
can be.
same call. They both sound the same way.
Right.
Oh hey yo, oh you do a thing, yo pull up to this. Oh I know a guy. And now you walking in the Fenty show with the face full of Lancome, or I guess no Fenty Beauty. I guess probably at the Fenty show, but whatever. You know what I mean? Like and now you're like walking like you're at this very legit thing. All of a sudden, like people come to shoot a podcast and they're like here and they're like, oh, I didn't expect it to be like, this. But then
People
also,
say that often, yeah.
But then also like people like you will be like, oh, I got a podcast studio in LA.
And it may be their garage.
And it's in a garage.
Yeah, no, that's true.
And it looks, you know what I mean? Like they're both like
Yeah.
there's a lot of bullshit.
I can't tell you how so many times people have like said to me, "Oh, you guys are in a legit studio," and they don't know that unless our friends who have visited or guests. They
Right.
don't know, but they know it looks legit.
Right. This is where they make legit stuff. Legit shit is made here.
Yes.
Expensive, high quality
Right.
shit is made in these walls, just like the show you watching in this motherfucker today. I like the dual lights, the red light, the purple light.
Right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is it different?
Yeah, because they're usually blue.
Oh, I don't even know what you're talking. I mean, it is.
It's okay. Never mind.
Okay. Yeah. I agree with that. All right. So, question: What are your thoughts on? I know I just got to lead up like this. What are your thoughts on rap lyrics? Like, let's say lyrics that are misogynist.
I didn't know where you were going. I thought you were gonna say like Kamala, Josh Shapiro.
I was going there too, but I wanted to give us one more topic before we get there.
Rap lyrics. Okay.
Oh, you telling me I need to wrap it up?
No, rap lyrics.
Rap, yeah.
Rap lyrics. Okay.
Like, are you saying let's go to it?
I mean, I make rap music sometimes.
Who?
I make rap music sometimes.
I'm not hearing. I thought you said frat music. I said you fucking lying. You do not make frat music. I don't know what that shit is.
Really, I don't know what that is.
I
I make rap.
You do make.
Occasionally.
I actually like Kory the rapper.
Kory the rapper. He's okay.
I do.
Yeah, he's
because it's something likable about it.
he talks a lot of shit. He's very
Yeah,
like,
but it's also like likable. Like you're
like,
not.
it's fun.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
fun.
It feels good.
yeah, it's fun.
It feels good. You're not vulgar.
No.
Which is why I asked that question. What
More
do
like
you think?
funny.
Yeah, what do you think about like misogynist and heavy on the bitch and the hoe and all the words and
I mean, I don't really mind about the words. Rap music is about like I guess like the experience. My thing is more like if you rapping about a lifestyle that you're actually living.
Okay.
Like I rap and in my rap music, I'm usually talking about how I think I'm awesome and talking shit about other people and making jokes.
Okay.
Which is what I do in real life.
Okay.
Like that's like very like regular. I don't rap about like being on private jets or
Not yet.
yeah, but because that's not my life.
You plan on doing it?
Oh, I do.
I think you will.
But this is not the life that I'm living right now.
Okay.
So that's not the music that I'm making. I'm not like lying about it. About like stacks of $100 bills or
All right.
Whatever. Mm-hmm. So like if you pop in perkies, if you fucking hoes and popping pillies and you feel just like a rock star, then and that's what you're doing.
Right.
Then rap about that. When Post Malone said it, when 21 Savage said it, I believed him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I was like, yeah, that sounds like what they're doing. Mm-hmm. Versus like versus like the ones who are like bullshitting about it. Those who are like rapping about like these hard lives and their kids from the suburbs.
Right.
The ones who are talking about like the drugs they're doing and they're sober. That's like a weird thing for me. Like rapping about a lifestyle that you do not live.
Right. Do you think rap lyrics can be harmful?
Sure. But I think lyrics to songs can be harmful. Period, point blank.
And the way that you
Entertainment, art can be harmful.
Okay.
It can. All of it can be.
So
I think when they say that rap lyrics are, I mean, I want to say it's just racism, but like usually, but like I want to say they had a similar concept like when rock was popular.
Yeah, they said it was inappropriate.
Right.
Yeah.
I think the same thing maybe has been said about punk music too, like the Green Day, the early 2000s, whatever. That they were also like not good for.
Did you watch the Cosby Show?
A
little bit. So Theo, the son, Malcolm Jamal Warner. Well, Malcolm is a spoken word artist.
I did not know that.
Yeah, like Malcolm is a very
The
good
older son?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it was only one son.
Right.
Malcolm.
Right.
No, Theo. His real name is Malcolm Jamal Warner. And Malcolm recently did an interview where he had this to say about rap lyrics. And that was the reason I wanted you to tell me your thoughts. And then we'll discuss, because I thought it was just interesting and we had never had this conversation in real life or on the show.
It's predicated upon being anti-black.
Explain. Expound.
When you listen to the hip hop that gets the exposure, right? Conscious hip hop isn't getting exposure. The messages in hip hop that get the exposure are misogyny, murder, mayhem, and disrespect of fellow black people. Right? That's not all of the hip hop that exists.
Right, but that's what mainly.
That's what gets. Yeah, like you can't have a popular hip hop song without using the N-word.
Or calling women horrible names.
Yeah. It's like our black music has somehow become anti-black, and it's been so normalized that it gets right by us.
And it just did with me.
Yeah, the conditioning, the programming it's so powerful. Like you know.
So yeah.
I think that. Okay. Do I think that all rap music that is popular is glorifying a negative lifestyle? No.
I would agree with that.
I don't think that that's true.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
that
agree with that.
exists for sure.
For sure.
Like, but it's not like 2000, like, 2. BET with the ass and Ludacris and Lil Jon. It's not. It's I don't think
BET Uncut.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's not like that era of music.
Shake
currently.
your ass. Watch yourself.
Shake your ass.
Show me what you're working with.
Period. I think.
Or Trina, pull over that ass too fat.
That's too
One of my
fat.
faves, honey.
Right.
Or Kyle. One more thing. Let me do Kyle. All you ladies pop your pussy like this.
Like, shake your body, don't stop, don't miss.
Yes, do it good.
I understand that that while that version of things exists, I don't know if I think that stuff is anti-black either. That's like a different conversation.
Yeah,
like is it negative? Is it negative, or does it promote an image that you might not agree with? Sure.
Right.
Sure.
Right.
I had a conversation with some Africans, and they very like thought that American black culture was like strip club culture. And they thought that from like a outside looking in perspective on black Americans.
Okay.
And so I think when people talk about like that strip club, raunchy, adult-esque nature to like hip hop, that concept I do think is prevalent, but I don't think it's the only thing. And I don't think that like it's people rapping about like I think generally it's like people rapping about their experiences, or people rapping from a perspective of trying to get out of like their economic position. And like if the thing that's gonna play up in the clubs and get me a fucking bag is move over that ass too fat, that in the studio making songs about moving over these fat asses is what niggas is gonna do, because the rent is due.
Pull over that ass too fat.
I'm trying to buy my mama a house. I'm trying to get out the fucking, get the hood. I'm trying to, whatever the fuck it is you're trying to do. You writing what sells, realistically.
I picked that. I thought I liked that quote. I mean, I liked that video clip because I knew it would have us have a conversation. Because it was one of those clips that I saw that I realized that we had never talked about this in real life. Because why would we be talking about it from this context?
Right.
But I think it's great podcast conversation.
Right. Because neither of us are big rap guys.
No, and also...
Either. I think
I
think that plays a role in it.
We're not both niggas that are saying... Now,
there's gay niggas who like rap music. There's gay niggas who like rap music.
No, I'll be the first to say, this. I'll be the first to say something is anti-black. That's my thing.
Oh, for
I have
sure.
no problem doing that.
I will also say that.
Yeah, but I think it's an interesting conversation because I think Malcolm Jamal got some points, but I also think he's like being a little too big and a little too conscious, and I get it. That's his thing.
And also like this whole, like you grew up on the Cosby Show, you're like a child actor.
Oh well,
like,
I mean,
you're very,
look
you're
at all
coming from
that.
you're coming from like a very privileged perspective.
Yeah, but this is a man who look at that. I don't want to drag Bill today.
Right, but I just mean from a very privileged perspective.
The show, but you hit a good point because the Cosby Show was about respectability politics.
Right.
It was a black couple and family that was not your everyday black family.
Right.
My mom and them didn't look like that.
Right.
I had a single
Neither did
mama.
mine.
I had a grandma who had 4 children with no husband.
Right.
So, and they all did the best they could. They also fucked up sometimes. They also incredibly loved each other. So I think that you're right in the sense that it's like I get what he's saying, but I also think he's kind of negating the part that you said of like rap and hip hop is sometimes it's you are saying life and your truth from where you're at.
Storytelling.
So if you are Trina in the strip club,
Right.
of course you're going to fucking say pull over, that ass too fast.
Right.
If you are Little Kim, and that's why he's missing a part, because Little Kim came along in the mid-90s and was feminist in a way because you know how powerful it was for my female cousins to hear a bitch say, I don't want dick tonight. Eat my pussy right. Because she was saying, it's not about you, nigga.
Right.
I got a pussy too. You need to please me.
Period.
And I think he's negating the fact that sometimes these rap lyrics, even if they are vulgar, they do say someone's truth. They set some people free. Now, I think he's also right in the sense that some of this stuff is just stupid. Now, there is some stupid fucking rap songs that I don't think are even necessary. I can't name any.
Sure.
I don't ask all y'all don't say Oko name. I don't know. But I have heard some and I thought, well, I've been in the car with you at times and I've said, I don't even believe that person, whatever the fuck they're saying. So I think that happens. I just think with Malcolm Jamal, I don't know, it sounds a little like respectability, like black people should act a certain way.
There is a roach
Oh, Lord.
stuck under the carpet. And his roach friend has come to help him. And
Oh.
I've been watching this
I see.
out the back of my eye for the last 3 minutes, 5 minutes debating if I should say it aloud, but I've determined that it is good podcast fodder.
It
Those
is.
motherfuckers are big.
I don't want to turn around.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, it is big. So
Don't.
any final thoughts on that conversation? You're done?
Sorry, I got swept
I
up
see.
in the big ass.
But no, I was
roach
just saying,
and-
any more thing, anything else about Malcolm Jamal and what he said?
No, I think that he kind of
like
is
Malcolm
giving,
Jamal, though.
I kind of like him, but it's giving uppity nigga. It's giving.
I do like Malcolm Jamal.
It's giving uppity. It's giving Bel Air. It's giving
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Carlton. It's giving
Carlton,
It's
that's
giving,
funny.
It's giving Carlton.
That's
So
funny.
stay over there, kid. Right? One actor, LA boy who didn't grow up with that setup. I don't think that this is really your place. Is how I kind of feel.
Also, lighten up.
Yeah.
Lighten up.
Fuck. Can niggas get something? Damn,
Lighten
niggas don't got shit. Can a couple niggas got a hot song or two? Made a little baggy bag.
I would
saying
hear
what they
him
was
more
saying.
if he was saying, and I don't know any of these people now, but if he was dogging out white people for cosplaying or trying to sound black, it would be more of a real conversation.
Right, we could have that conversation.
Yeah. It just
but
almost,
you
it doesn't-
you just coming for niggas
And I think that again,
with some other uppity bitch.
yeah, like you mentioned, I think that part about it being anti-black, that's not right. And I understand from a political and from a belief standpoint, there may be a form of rooted in there where there is an anti-blackness to it because you are maybe perpetuating what white people think about
Remember
us.
that Boondocks?
I've never seen the Boondocks.
Really?
Never. We have these conversations every time we talk about this in real life.
Watch that show. That's
I'm
so
fine.
interesting.
Go.
That's so interesting that you don't watch it.
Give me your.
It's
go
because
on.
Oko loves everything that's so super pro black, and then shows that are really black.
I don't
then-
like cartoons.
Then you opt to just not watch
I don't like
them.
animation.
It's interesting. How can you just be I don't like all of animation? That's crazy. Like,
I don't like all the animation. You know, there are things that genres and things that people don't like.
well, like, okay, so like, but like, that's like saying like, I don't like that movie. I don't like
People
movies.
do that all the time.
I don't like movies.
That's not the same thing as that I don't like all movies. It's saying that I
yeah,
don't like a
literally.
section.
It's saying,
I don't like a certain.
this. It's saying I don't like this medium. This
yeah, that's
entire
fair.
medium.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which is saying I don't like movies.
I don't like animations.
Right.
You've never heard me like recommend an animation to you.
But you won't try them because you don't.
I've seen them. I mean, I was a kid at one point. I know what an animation is. That's how I know I don't like it. I was a kid who my mom would make me or try to say to me, look at Saturday cartoons. I literally would say to her, can we look at CNN?
Well, the Boondocks is really black.
It doesn't matter. I don't like that form. I don't care to see things animated. Which is why I don't recommend it. I don't watch it. I'm not against it. I really want you to prove your point, though. I mean, like, not prove your point, but tell me why you said that.
What were you talking about?
I don't know. I think you just wanted to let people feel like I don't watch animation, which I don't.
No, I didn't. I was thinking about the Boondocks.
Okay.
What were we talking about before that?
When are we talking about Malcolm Jamal?
The Boondocks, niggas, blackness. I don't know.
I don't know. Next. All right, on to politics. All righty. So we are in a new day, honey.
Coco and Coco. I'm gonna record that.
You should. We're in a new day. We're in a new day. Things are very different from what they were a couple weeks ago.
Right.
I want to give us some poll numbers. So the presidential polling that came out yesterday, Kamala Harris was at 47%. Donald Trump is at 46%. There was a poll that asked who would be better at handling the climate change. Harris was at 50%, Trump is at 25%. There was a poll question that said who would be better for jobs. Trump is at 46%, Harris is at 41%, which is interesting to me. A new Pennsylvania poll came out yesterday, and it has Kamala beating Trump at 47%. This is what I also thought was very, very interesting.
Sorry, I had to go roach murdering.
Yes, I was just reading polls.
Yeah, I was murdering the roaches.
I
Okay.
see.
You know when you spray them with chemicals, but they're not dead yet, but you just sit there and watch them squirm?
Right.
I wanted to like squamp on it, but it was too big and had the nerve to be outside where I could see it, and I don't like that. You could have been alive if you had just stayed out of my fucking point of view, my damn line of sight, and you'd be alive and I wouldn't feel like a murderer. But now I feel like a sadistic murderer, but it's fine. Anyway, polls. Kamala, Kameme, my girl. Kamala, sorry. Kamala, yes. Kameme, my girl. Love you, babes. Obviously, she'd do better than Donald Trump on the fucking environment.
Obviously, yeah.
You know, like
it's also not interesting. Like I could, it's going to go up.
People gonna be voting in this motherfucker.
Oh no, they're voting. People are voting.
Yeah.
Did you hear what he said today?
What?
He was at the race. He met with the National Black Journalists Association in Chicago. And
Donald?
Yeah. And he talked about her heritage and said that she wasn't black and that how for years he knew her to be an Indian woman and that he just learned that she was a black woman a couple years ago.
Right.
He's so full of shit.
Right.
They got to get this cracker out of here. They got to. Right. But you know what? What's great about all of this is that I like that we have a show right now where we can dog this bitch out.
Oh, we can't
play this. This is what he said today. So leading up to it, he was talking to a room full of black journalists, and this is what he had to say when they asked him about Kamala Harris. And this is just breaking news. It's set Twitter afire.
EI hire. Follow up, sir, and then we'll move on to other questions here. Some of your own supporters, including Republicans on Capitol Hill, have labeled Vice President Kamala Harris, who is the first Black and Asian American woman to serve as vice president and be on a major party ticket, as a DEI hire. Is that acceptable language to you? And will you tell those Republicans and those supporters to stop it?
How do you define DEI? Go ahead. How do you define
diversity, equity, inclusion?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Is that what your definition?
That is
give me a definition then. Would you give me a
She said,
definition?
you dumbass.
Give me a definition.
Sir, I'm asking you a question,
No,
a
you
very
have to
direct
define
question.
it. Define it for me, if you will.
I just defined it, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a black woman?
Well, I can say no. I think it's maybe a little bit different. So, I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much. And she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She is always
But you know
identified
what?
as a black woman.
Now she wants to be known as black. Oh, God.
Respect
Historically
either
black
one.
college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a black person.
Just to be clear, sir, do
And
you
I
believe
think,
that
I think
she is?
somebody should look into that too when you ask, continue in a very hostile, nasty tone.
It's a direct.
Good.
How interesting. How interesting.
Shit.
That doesn't. She decided to be black. That's so funny.
And you hear the emphasis when he say black? Now she's black.
Now she's
He's
black.
saying everything but nigger.
Now she's black.
She's a trashy man.
I would. He's trying to say that Kamala was doing a Nikki,
She was not.
and she's not. She's not.
This woman went to Howard and on.
Because
As
Nikki
far
thought
back,
she was a white girl.
Yes. Also, let's be honest. Kamala Harris, in what year, when she fucking writing her papers, what is Kamala putting besides black?
The A gay. Was she an A gay? Right. She's an A gay.
Yeah. I mean, like, but when she's writing, filling out B or W, what else is bitch saying besides a black woman? She's an AKA, like you just said. She went to Howard in the mid-'80s. This woman has been black.
Yeah, she been black.
When she became a district attorney in San Francisco 20 years ago, she was black. What is he talking about?
She was.
And what he is doing right in front of our eyes, and this, in real life, you will see this when you look at the news. What he's doing is basically, he's saying a fuck you to black people. Because you got to have a lot of gall to go to, as a white man, to take your ass to an all-black journalist convention and question the blackness of a black woman.
Right.
You got a lot of fucking nerve. You
Oh well, Donald got some nerve. Donald got nerve. Donald has some nerve.
He's upset. He's losing in the polls. Now we got 98 days, so anything can happen.
Someone said some Republican was like, if Donald Trump could go back in time, you think if Donald Trump could go back in time and choose his running mate again, you think he'd choose J.D. Vance again?
No.
Because I fucking doubt it.
They asked him one of the journalists asked him today, I think it was Harris Faulkner, such a silly name. Harris asked him, did he think that J.D. Vance was ready to be vice president? And he said he wouldn't answer. Because they say that he's really like fighting the urge
To fire him.
Two things since like that's been circulating.
I don't think that's legal.
I don't think so. I think that's the reason he came.
I don't think that's legal. Because the Republicans was getting ready to fix up their mouths, and actually have already started to fix up their mouths to say that Joe can't retire from the ticket. And that he has to run.
Yeah, but that's not, okay.
Well, it's not true.
No.
Because the nomination convention didn't happen yet.
Yeah.
But the RNC already has happened yet.
Right.
They have already voted for and confirmed Trump and J.D. Vance.
Yes.
For those
True.
roles on those tickets. I don't think that Trump can get out of the ticket, out of the choice. Because if he could, Trump would backflip on that decision in a heartbeat. If he could.
He would.
They said that I heard that Kameme's VP pick was supposed to come out today. Who do you think it's gonna be?
Let me tell the list because I'm glad you asked that too.
I think it's gonna be Shapiro, the
I don't
Pennsylvania
think so.
dude.
I don't think so, but it's not coming out today. They say that
Is it next Tuesday?
it's like next Tuesday. They're going to like roll it out. Like they're saying that one of the possible candidates is going to be on the stumping ground with her next Tuesday, but then it's going to be another candidate possibility, I think, next Wednesday. So she's going to have like 2 days of like auditions just to kind of gel. She haven't even, as of yesterday, she hadn't yet to even interview some of them. Shapiro said he has not talked to her since July 21st when Joe stepped down and Kamala.
Yeah, but that's a lie because she was just in Pennsylvania.
Who?
Kamala.
Today?
2 days ago, maybe.
Yeah, well, he could just be lying. He could just be trying to just throw it all off.
Dude, yeah, that's a lie.
But that's what he said.
Yeah.
He said he ain't talked to her in weeks. Well, let me read the list of the few. Who are the top ones right now? Because Roy Cooper is no longer in it. He got out.
He just did yesterday.
I feel like Biden endorsed booty today. Biden was earlier today. I saw where Biden was saying that he looks at booty. Mayor Pete. What's tell people his real name?
Buttigieg.
They say that he's looked at Pete as being like similar to Bo. So they felt like that was Biden endorsing Pete. Also, I like that in the sense that I don't like that part, but I like that that's kind of Biden way of like he ain't got shit to do with who Kamala picked. He can advise her, but he don't have the final say. So he don't know either, which is why
I don't think Pete Buttigieg is a good choice.
I don't think so either. I think he's the most popular choice. He's the most known.
He might have the most name recognition.
Yeah, he's the most popular, which is why if you look at all the polls, he's the top. Because people see him on Fox. They see him on Bill Maher. So they know him. And he's the transportation man. He ran.
Right.
He is booty. Okay, so so there's Josh Shapiro, who is out of Pennsylvania.
Who I think is who you're gonna choose.
I'll say what I've read. It's a possibility, but there are some things that he said about the Black Lives Matter movement and being
he's like a Zionist.
And a Zionist that they say it's a possibility that she may not. And then there is Andy Beshear, who is out of Kentucky.
Who I don't think
a governor. And then there is and this is the one I'm wanting. There is Waltz. His name is, I think it's Tim Waltz.
Tim Walk?
Waltz. Waltz.
Waltz. That was who was Tim Waltz?
He's a governor in Minnesota.
Why do you want him?
Because I actually like the way he speaks. I actually like the things that I've seen. They say he did very good in Minnesota. And I also like that he has like that Gen Z coalition. And it's 41 million eligible voters that are Gen Z that will be able to vote this term. So I don't think that it would be smart to not like people that they like personally.
I'm
just saying that because that's why I think that I would take him serious. And the last one is Mark Kelly of Arizona. And I don't care. I think
the astronaut.
The astronaut and Gabby Giffords' husband.
Gretchen Whitmer's not on the short list no more?
No, Gretchen said she don't want it.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, Gretchen said that I'll be co-chair. I like Big Gretchen. You know, niggas call her Big Gretchen Detroit.
I didn't know that, but I like it.
Yeah, and she loves it. She says that her grandma always said, well, never let no one shorten your name. You're Gretchen. And she's like, these black people saved my ass in Detroit.
Right.
And they get to call me what they want to call me.
Right.
So they call her Big Gretchen, which is so funny. I like Gretchen Whitmer. So we will see. We will see next week.
I think she's going to choose Shapiro. Because they need Pennsylvania.
They do need Pennsylvania. No, that's true. That's true. But I mean, the polls are saying that she's in the lead in Pennsylvania right now. So I mean, they do need it, but it's looking okay for her. It's almost looking a little too good in a way.
Part of me feels like I feel like the coal guy from Pennsylvania, the energy guy from Pennsylvania, is a good contrast to the liberal prosecutor from San Francisco.
Right, but have you heard Joe Shapiro talk? He sounds like fucking Black Obama.
Black Obama?
Yeah, he sounds like Obama. People are calling him like white Jew Obama.
Sure. Well,
and I'm saying that because like I don't look at him as just like the coal person. I don't look at him as like that. Are you talking about just a regular person in Pennsylvania? Or are you talking
because Pennsylvania is like an energy state. Like
okay, so you're talking
it's a
about
blue collar energy state.
So when you said coal, you're talking about the average Pennsylvania man.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying about him.
No.
I'm like, he don't give that.
No.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you saying?
Like coal, like when I say coal, I mean like he's like
the Pennsylvanian person.
Yeah.
I hear that. Okay, go on. Yeah, that makes sense.
And so I feel
thought
like
you were saying him.
I feel like like that pro blue collar Kamala's very white collar.
And very liberal.
Very liberal.
Right, everything, yeah.
Right. So I feel like
from the Bay Area. Yeah.
I feel like to contrast her, you need like what's his name, a Shapiro or a Beshear.
Mm-hmm. I like Beshear.
I like him too.
He's basic looking.
I heard that they need him in Kentucky.
I did hear that too.
That Kentucky would be a little bit of a mess without him there.
Right.
And Pennsylvania will also elect like another person, like an Andy Bashir or like that big stroke dude who's their senator.
Big stroke.
The one who had the stroke, the big dude who looks like fucking Frankenstein.
John Fetterman.
Yes, Fetterman. yes. The big Fetterman looking motherfucker. Yes, the big Fetterman looking motherfucker. Him.
Can we talk about some of the money that she's made real quick?
$200 million in the
$200 million. Can we talk about those, like how everyone is getting their identities and rallying around that and calling Zoom calls and making just fundraisers? The white women for Kamala, that was last Thursday, raised $11 million.
Right, white women for Kamala.
Yeah, and let's just to kind of put it out how it started. It started with black women on Monday of last week, the day that she said that the day after she
with Freedom by Beyonce in the motherfucking intro. Tell me they ain't have a plan. They said call
They say Beyonce and
right
Tay-Tay
now.
gonna be at the convention.
I heard that was a rumor.
I don't think that's a rumor. No. I think that this will. Beyonce was pregnant with them two twins dancing for Hillary in 2016. I saw video of that.
In the pantsuit.
Yes.
I remember that.
She definitely coming out for Kamala, aka.
Oh, definitely.
And Tay knows what the right side of history is. I'll give that bitch that too.
Beyonce was singing at Barack's.
Yes, she was. I saw that live. That was great. That was great. So Monday of last week was the black women. It was 40,000 black women on a Zoom call, and they pretty much
40,000 black women on one Zoom call.
On one Zoom call, and raised $1 million and like $5, $1.5 million. And then the following day it was black men, and it was I think 59,000 or so, and they raised $2 million. And then it was a call. White women got together and said, we got to answer what black women are asking. They always show up for us. That was this. And Monday was white dudes for Kamala. They raised $4 million. They was raising $1 million.
Put your money up,
Put
bitch.
your money where your mouth is, hoes.
That's it.
And also, the black gay men, the black and queer men for Harris, they did not have a fundraiser, but they had a Zoom call. I was on that talk. Because, I'm very, very much into this.
You were on the call?
I was on the call last Tuesday.
How many people were on it?
It was like 3,000 black gay men. It was incredible.
How come you didn't call me?
Because you work.
I do work.
You work. You was like Thursday at 5 o'clock.
I was in Vegas. Well, you said it was Tuesday?
Last
Thursday.
week. No, last Thursday. You were here, I think.
Oh,
but you
no,
work.
yeah, Thursday I was working.
So, I was on the call.
I do have a job to pay for these things.
Yeah, because I heard I was on my way to go to Venice to work. I saw it. So I was on the call when we're all there. It's 3,500 black gay men, all just representing. Don Lemon is on there and other black gay influential people, politicians and whatnot. And then a guy who worked for Kamala.
What's his name on there? The nigga from Florida. Andrew Gillum. Was Gillum there? Gillum wasn't there.
I didn't see him. I didn't see Andrew. I hate it. Andrew. If Andrew went and got fucked up, he would be like front and center with this.
Right.
He was like, yeah, he would love this part. So here's what I'm trying to say because it was a great moment. So there's a guy.
Didn't a white man die in his fucking room or something?
Was it an overdose? I don't know. It was strange.
It was
very strange. I'm glad we didn't have that podcast then. Right. I don't want to talk about that
right.
on there. I do not. But we're on the call, and then one black guy who worked for a queer guy who worked for Kamala is talking about, because we're hearing that it's a surprise. Someone's coming, and he's like, I work with Kamala. I rode in the van with Kamala. I was working with Kamala in Oakland. I was on her campaign in 2019, he says. And I also am personally friends with her. He said, I want to welcome first, second gentleman Doug Emhoff. And then Doug pops on the screen. And when I tell you I'm a fan of Doug Emhoff's, loving, and like he was.
Oko does not usually claim white men.
No, but I will say that I love a white man who is not centering himself. And in this moment, he is all about. Now, clearly, Doug Emhoff's life is forever changed. Yeah, he is so close to being the first. I don't know what we call him. First gentleman, that it is like he's so close that it is a possibility, and none of us saw this coming. Not even him. This is why I wanted to say, because it's been like reported in all the news, but we were the people, we were the niggas that he actually said this to for the first time, and they repeated it and put it in publications First of all, he also said that he loved black gay men. I love to hear him say that. He's like, listen, me and Kamala, life is filled with black queer men. He's like, so we will remember you guys when we get into that White House. And we just, that assurance meant something.
Sure.
It really, really made, I could tell a lot of us needed to hear that. But he said that, so they literally did not know that Joe was going to do what he did that Sunday. He said that him and Kamala was hearing rumblings, clearly that something had to happen. He came back to LA. She was still in DC. He says he wakes up Sunday morning, which was last week. He goes to what is it called? Spin class in West Hollywood.
Right.
Spin class with a gay couple, which we thought was funny. He's like, obviously I'm surrounded by gay people. He's like, I go with one of my two best gay friends who so happen to be a couple. He's like, we're in class. He said, I leave my phone at home. He's like, by the time the hour class is over, they're looking at their phones like, something's going on. And he says, what's going on? They show him the letter, the resignation. I don't like to say resignation letter, but whatever that was that Joe wrote.
Resignation letter.
Okay. And he says, he's a lawyer. He says, so the first thing he does is just go to the end just to see what it is. What is he saying? He's like, oh, okay, something's going on. And then he looked up and was like, wait, is Joe fucking stepping down? He's like, and then he realized, I don't have my phone. He's like, so he zooms in the car, goes home. He's like, he gets in the house. He's like, and like his phone was almost coming from the air, like just call after call, just vibrate. He's like, and all he sees is call Kamala, call Kamala, call Kamala. Something's happening. He's saying he finally reaches her, and the first thing she says, "Where the fuck are you?
Right.
Get here now."
Right.
And he's like, and from that day until now, this was last Thursday, so like 4 days had passed. He's like, my life has never been the same.
Right.
He's like, it feels like our feet has not set down. So I thought that was a nice little talk to be a part of.
Right. That's cute.
Very cute.
I love that. Love that for them.
So we are in exciting times. We may be in 3 months.
I want some Kameme merch.
I do too. Honestly, we may be in 3 months. We may be literally saying on this podcast that I think it might happen. I think it's proverbial because we had spent, but in particular your question was always, where the fuck is Kamala?
Where is she?
And Heller,
right.
Here we are.
Where is she?
She was in Atlanta last night. You know, she had to go, she started with the niggas and she was incredible. She talked, she was funny. She's a good speaker and because I can't play Trump.
She's swaggy.
She is swaggy and she's cute.
She's cute.
I thought of you for a couple reasons, but I thought of you because I had a phone conversation with you since all of this. And I said, Kamala look good to be 60. And you said, but Kamala got some hair dye or something. We know what I mean? Like,
oh, yeah. Yeah, she looks, yeah.
And for some reason, I've thought of that because obviously, not that she don't look good.
Right.
Because there's no cosmetic there. She looks good. But no, there is some. Like, I think Kamala may got gray hair.
Oh, yeah. That hair is specially colored.
I think so. So this is just one little, it's many clips, but I'm not playing that. This is one clip from last night with her in Atlanta.
I know Kamala said, Joe stepped down. I know Kamala's first call.
Yes.
Was to her hair. Her
oh,
hair
yeah, that person got a good job.
Come lay my shit right now.
Because I can't play Trump and not her.
On the other hand, has been talking a big game about securing our border, but he does not walk the walk. Or as my friend Quavo would say, he does not walk it like he talks it.
You know, I watch Veep, and I just
Yes,
I can just picture her. I can picture Kamala's
speechwriter.
Her speechwriters, her team.
Yeah.
Is probably much more of color and younger than anyone else who's been in the White House for a while. And
Not yet, but they will be because famously they're saying that everyone that she has right now was with Joe last week. They just flipped it.
Right.
But she's giving them the permission to do things that Joe wasn't given. He wasn't hip.
Right.
So she's been able to kind of like, the whole people think it's a different team and they're like, no, he's the same people. They just got a new boss.
Well, Kamala had a team.
Yeah, but
Kameme got a team.
But Kamala was also
Kameme has a chief of staff. Kameme has a
but the campaign, because it was such a quick turnaround.
She got a speechwriter too. These are all on her team. You gotta watch Veep. Veep, let me know how the presidential office actually works.
You mean the series? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because it shows you like what all these jobs are.
Right.
The chief of staff, the VP, congressional aides, the president, who kind of reports to who.
Right.
And also how people like move up and around in their positions as they go from like candidate to candidate and whatever it is that they're doing. But no, Kamehameha had a speechwriter. And her team, I'm excited.
I'm excited. Melinda Gates just committed to giving her. How much money do you think Melinda has committed to giving Kamala? Melinda Gates is, just to be for the audience, Melinda Gates is Bill's ex-wife. Who, to lead up to it, who
just resigned from the Bill and Melinda Gates
Yes,
Foundation.
and reportedly in their divorce agreement got $12.5 billion.
That's it?
Yeah, that's what she got, yeah.
That's not that much.
I
would have thought she would have got more because Mackenzie got like 40.
Who was Mackenzie?
Bezos.
Oh, that Bezos person. Mm-hmm. But was Bezos worth more than Bill?
Yeah, but not much more.
Okay. But how much do you think Melinda has committed to giving to Kamala? Donation.
If it ain't at least $100 million, it was a waste of breath.
It's not that. So I guess you would say it's a waste of breath because she didn't. It's not that.
How much was it?
$52 million.
Whatever.
Yeah, $52 million.
I mean, it's a lot, but it ain't that much.
It is a lot.
Melinda's pockets ain't that deep. She said.
Along with Netflix co-founder Reed Hastings, who has a net worth of $4.6 billion, and he's said that he's donating $7 million.
Right.
And Mark Cuban endorsed her today.
Mark Cuban?
Mark Cuban endorsed her along.
Because I think Mark Cuban is very like Republican.
Well, yeah, I think he had famously at one point said it was being reported that he had endorsed Trump one of them years, 2016 or something.
He's very Republican.
Oh, well, yeah, billionaire Mark Cuban and LinkedIn co-founder Reid Hoffman joined forces and united over 100 other venture capitalists to back Kamala, and they're calling themselves VCs for Kamala. And they won't even say how much money they're giving her.
Yeah, because it's more than fucking $50 million.
Yeah. So, listen, we are in a new day. I'm happy that we're here.
I want some Kamala merch. Let's get some Kamala merch to do
we would get some
in our Kamala
we would do
merch.
that. That would happen.
In our Kamehameha merch.
That will happen. Yeah. You know what? This was a good show.
Great show.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
We miss your faces. We're gonna figure out our release schedule and how to do this better. We're kind of twinking around with it, trying.
We are.
We're giving a little tweaking, a little effort because like I do a lot, Oko does a lot. We're busy people, but we shoot every week.
We do shoot every week. So when you hear this, just know
we do shoot every week.
And we also understand that like we are like feel like at least I won't say we. I'm feeling like. Well, because that's what we did the last 2 weeks ago. It feels like we're like living in breaking news.
Yeah.
So how to have a show in breaking news feels a little different.
It's a little different. It's a little bit different.
Yeah, it feels a little more urgent, like how we...
And it feels like it's going to be like this for the rest of the year.
Oh, for sure. I think we definitely here until November.
Right.
So yeah, thank you guys for listening. This was great.
Till next time, episode 35, 6, 7, somewhere in there.
Oh, it's like 37 something.
Right,
Bye.
we be shooting them. Bye.